Alabama's coaching staff working hard to try to build another top recruiting class at the University of Alabama. And their junior day was another success. And one of the guys that was there, we're going to talk about on today's show. Of course, I'm talking about Keelon Russell's teammate, four-star prospect Kevin Ford. He's scheduled a visit to Tuscaloosa, what he brings to the table, why he would be a good addition. Bama basketball playing the biggest game in the history of Coleman Coliseum. Yep, they are. This Saturday, game day is going to be there. Does that even matter, though? The bottom line is this. When it tips off, Bama and Auburn are number one in the respective polls, not in football, but in basketball. And it's going to be quite an event in Tuscaloosa surrounding that. So we'll get into a little bit of hoops on the show as well. But like, subscribe, thumbs up. Thank you guys for being here. Over 1.3 million views last year. Thank you guys, man. I saw that. I was like, what? Is that us? It is us, but it's you guys. So thank you. Roll Tide. Let's get it going. Hey guys, Mick Gillespie at Broadcaster Mick on the socials, and let's talk some recruiting, and we'll start with this guy right here, Kevin Ford. He's an edge, 6'3", 225 out of Duncanville, Texas, and he is a guy that Alabama is trying to bring in right now with some heavy recruiting. And you see in the picture his family hanging out with Coach DeBoer, Coach Womack, and saying, hey, we need this guy. They also have another asset, and that is quarterback Keelon Russell, the highest rated recruit in the history of Alabama football. He's locked in to Tuscaloosa. So you got Keelon Russell, I'm sure, helping as much as he can. And then you got obviously the coaches that realize that this edge rusher would be the wolf right now in the Bama defense, would be an absolutely great fit for the Crimson Tide. And look, he was part of Bama's junior day event, and he's a guy who Alabama would love to get. So they've done well in the state of Texas, and obviously pulling in this guy would really be an asset to the recruiting class. Let's talk about Ford and kind of what he was able to accomplish in Duncanville, Texas, what he means. On3 had some good stuff about him talking Alabama. He's got visits scheduled to places like Florida and Texas and Oklahoma and some other schools. But he says, look, I like the culture at Alabama, the coaching staff, being able to fit in with the players, working super hard, and basically Alabama recruiting him heavily, right? They want this guy, and they should. And when you look at his statistics from last year, there's a reason why he would be a great fit, and that's that he gets after it, right? 57 tackles, 16 for loss, a fumble recovery, a safety, 7 sacks, 2 pass deflections. He's a disruptor. And, according to BamaOnline, he's coming back to Alabama for his official visit on May the 30th. So that's a good sign for the Crimson Tide. And obviously, for this staff as they try to take advantage of junior day. Now, it is the dead period, but recruits are definitely communicating with coaching staffs to set up these visits. And Bama, who has, like I said, been working really hard to try to bring in the same level of recruiting class that they had last year, would absolutely love to knock down this 6'3", 225-pound wolf linebacker. And I'm sure you see the guy in the picture there. You know him as Kane Womack. He would love to have this guy as well. I mean, this is you lick your chops. Look at the smile on Kane Womack's face. Going, man, I would love to have this guy because he's the kind of player that's going to make my life easier as the coach of the Alabama football team. So worth getting into there, and we'll see what happens. 24/7 Bama 24/7 on BamaOnline, all those guys, they're doing a good job of keeping us updated on that. And then from our vantage points, like, what would this mean to the Alabama program? I think that first off, to have a Keelon Russell to help you recruit a guy that you played with to help make the team better, it can only help if you're Alabama. And not only do you get a great player with Keelon Russell, but you've seen the same thing. Jalen Mbakwe was one of these guys as well. Ryan Williams, one of those guys. Those guys that are like, hey, I'm here and I want you to be here and be part of it. And we've seen this before with other players that sign on and are part of the program. It's not just about them. It's about building a winning culture and bringing in guys that they think can help them win. And having a couple of guys from Duncanville High School, which is a perennial champion in the 6A football in Texas. Won back-to-back, lost last year deep in the playoffs, but always a really good program that knows how to win games. All right, switching gears. Let's talk a little bit of basketball. Mark Sears named to the Wooden Award watch list. And why not? This is the late mid-season watch list, but, he's one of 20 guys that have been selected for this. It's exciting because Sears is one of only 4 guys in the entire conference, which right now the SEC is definitely the best conference in basketball. He's already scored over 2,500 career points, and he's second active in Division I players with points scored, right? 2,578 points, which is just great, And he didn't start his career at Alabama. Remember, he's from Muscle Shoals, but went to Ohio to play there and then came back, and he's turned into one of the best players in the country. So, he could be the SEC Player of the Year. This Saturday, Bama plays Auburn. It's the biggest game in Coleman Coliseum history. There's never been a bigger game there. Just because, you play all the tournament games somewhere else. But this game's going to define the season, possibly. You want to win this game. And look, they play Auburn again. They're playing nothing but ranked teams the rest of the way. It is a gauntlet for this team to go through. But this one's special because the eyes of college basketball are focused on the state of Alabama and the city of Tuscaloosa. And I think that is just so cool when you talk about it. So we'll keep covering basketball and just Bama's number 1. So is Auburn. I mean, who could have ever figured this, right? Could they both get to the Final Four? What if they played for a national championship? It's like old Duke, North Carolina stuff, from not too long ago, but not recently, right? All right, something I want to tell you is this. Look at this right here. This is my wall. This is my wall of champions, okay? These are Daniel Moore prints, newlifeart.com. You can get these as well. And there's 2 new champions, and they're Super Bowl champions, Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts. And if you go to New Life Art and you see their prints, you can get either one of their prints 25% off with the promo code Bama Tailgate. So go there, take advantage of it. It's a Super Bowl deal for 2 guys that represented the state of Alabama, represented the University of Alabama, went there and won a Super Bowl title, and both scored in the game. So how about that? And you score 25% off, newlifeart.com, promo code Bama Tailgate at checkout, 25% off when you buy either one of their prints, which I think is just awesome. I think that we got a couple Super Bowl guys. Also, we're always brought to you by our friends at Pearl River Resort over in Philadelphia, Mississippi. Take advantage of a great place, an hour and a half from Tuscaloosa, 2 hours from Birmingham, and points around there, right? It's Vegas-style sports book at the Timeout Sports Lounge. You go there, Golden Moon Casino, hang out, table game slots there, Silver Star. You got Blue Oyster Cult coming to play. Don't fear the Reaper, or maybe you should fear the Reaper. I don't know. How about the Slim Reaper? He just won a Super Bowl. Anyway, they're going to be there. You guys are going to want to be there as well. Dancing Rabbit Golf Course. It's the Augusta. You can play the Azaleas, the Oaks. You got Philip M. Steakhouse, which is amazing. You got Mom and Them's Restaurant. So do it, man. Take advantage of this. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. And some of our friends like Wes, he's gone over there. He loves it. You'll love it too. Like, subscribe. Thank you for being part of what we do here on the channel every day. And Roll Tide, guys. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
To Pearl River Resort.